What are you planning?
I'm just looking out for my family.
Final day of pre-season testing here in Bahrain.
How are we looking? We're looking strong, Callie. We can start to push now, so I want you to put some pressure on the Red Bulls, okay?
Each of you is going to have to step it up.
I really thought he knew what he was doing. Why would he risk so much?
We don't have time to rest on our laurels.
He used to be a maverick, Dev. What happened? Threatening my career. Now why does that feel familiar?
You can't play a butler.
I wasn't. I'm not trying to.
You know, I'd sacrifice so much for Formula One.
Motorsports aren't doing enough here.
What is it?
We don't beat Red Bull by copying them.
And there's contact and into the gravel. Callie Mayer makes history.
I think Connor Sport needs a change of direction.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
Szép estét kívánok mindenkinek a 2 évvel ezelőtti F1.23-mal. Még mindig folytatjuk a fékezési pont 2-t, mielőtt majd nekifognánk majd a fékezési point 3-nak majd. Na, közben egyébként Ricsi barátunk nagyban szereli össze a Playseat Trophy-t. Az az igazi autószerelős style-ba. Úgyhogy azért késtem egy negyed órát, mert nem bírtam megállni, hogy ne nézzük. Mert megváltozott még a meneteknek még a forgása is szerintem. Szóval szerel össze egy ilyen cockpit-szerűt. Úgyhogy cockpit-szerűt, hát egy cockpitet. Ez egy 200 000-es cockpit, tehát nem egy olcsó mulatság. Úgyhogy ja, tök jó. Ő is készül már szerintem a holnapra, meg ugye a F1.25-re, úgyhogy ja. Na, mi meg folytatjuk akkor. Hard módba, igen, és Bahrain. És ugye most már 2023, eddig 2022 volt ugye az előző részben, mármint úgy, hogy az előző streamben. Úgyhogy most már 23-ba lépünk bele. Ez a 7. chapter, és Bahrain. Ja, még mielőtt neki fogunk. Egy fél másodpercet kérek. Méghozzá azért, mert be akarom írni a rajtszámát ennek a jóhiszemű embernek, bár nem tudom, hogy az Aidennek mi a rajtszáma. A SimHubba jó lenne beírni. A csajnak azt tudom, hogy talán 66-os, azt hiszem. SimHub, genyó. Várjál. Ezt azon belül hol? Ja, dash template, dash. ES option. És akkor F1.23 driver names. Oké. Kellene nekem 66-os. Hogy kell írni a csaj nevét? Kelly? Kelly Meyers, nem? Valami ilyesmi. Aidennek 89? Jó. Azok hogy hívják? Aiden Pierce? Vagy ki az? Nem tudom. Annak mi a neve? Aiden kicsoda? Aiden. Kallie Mayer. Nem, totál nem így írtam, de... Oké. Ja, Jackson, tényleg. Az öreg Jackson. Oké. Jó, beírtam. Elvileg a 23-asban más nincs. Oké. Elmentette? Remélem elmentette. De hogy mentette? De miért nem mentette? Ez hülye. De itt meg... Na várja. Mentés. Ha, most már jó. Oké. Jó. Back to the game. Yes. Megyünk tovább. Na. Várom a holnapot? Ma alig várom, hogy mehessek hajnalba. Nem, egyébként, na, tényleg. Apa.
Dad.
Devon.
How's business?
Same as ever, hiring and firing. How's racing?
Oh, you know, ducking and driving.
You all prepared?
Of course, I've double-checked the strategy changes. I'm just going over my notes now. Everything's covered, just like always. They won't see me for dust.
Spoken like a true butler. Just remember, we've got a lot on the line this season.
Yeah, I know.
Dev, I'm serious. You're carrying this team, don't forget that.
Yeah, well, you keep signing these second-rate drivers. I can't do all the work.
Just remember where we'd be. Where you'd be if this were all to go belly up.
Just trust me, Dad. You've got nothing to worry about.
Devon, I mean it. If you don't bring your A game, it's back to the bottom of the pile. Do you really want that?
No. No, I don't.
Just keep it in mind. Now go out there and show me what you can do.
Already on it. I'll get you those points, Dad.
Good boy. Speak later.
Öröm egy ilyen apuka. Nem tudom, hogy melyik az, ami a fő hangot adja, de most így jó lesz. A halkak voltak a beszédek is. Na, go to race. Most ezzel a bolonddal vagyunk, ennek teljesen más a szobája. Saját magáról van kirakva egy nagy molinó, vagy nem tudom, egy ilyen izé, meg... És látom 71-es a rajtszáma, közben itt van a képen. Még azt beírom akkor. Várjatok egy másodpercet. DB71. És akkor azt tudom, hogy Devon Butler. Azt mondja F123 Driver Names. 71. Oké. Mentés. Jó. Na, gyerekek, elvileg minden be van írva. Várom-e a holnapot? Várom, nagyon várom. Szerintem dögfáradt leszek, de nem baj, jó lesz. Már nem a holnapot kell várni, gyerekek, majd a szerdát, csütörtököt, az jó lesz. Na, go! Nem, ez még a 23.
There was a race against time in 2004 to get Sakir ready for its Grand Prix debut. But today, the only race is where it matters, right on track. Welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best, of course, at turn 1, and then another soon after into turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into that tight left-hander of turn 10. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Russell, Perez, Hamilton, Sainz, Stroll, Ocon, Norris, Albon, Oscar Piastri, Jackson, Gasly, Tsunoda, Bottas, Butler, Sargent, Joe, Magnussen, De Vries, and Nico Hulkenberg rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. 2023 Bahrain. We're about to get going and I hope you've enjoyed the build-up just as much as we have. The teams are ready on the grid, they're ready in the garages too, but in the commentary box alongside me, are you ready, Ant?
Of course I'm ready, Crofty. New season, new challenges for all of them out there, drivers and teams. I love this part of the year, Crofty. This is where it really kicks off and you get to showcase all that hard work you've done through the winter months. Does it pay off?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? What does the 2023 season have in store for us? We're about to find out.
Okay, Devon, it's a brand new season, you know that, so let's start it as we mean to go on, okay? Okay? Let's get out there, come on.
Na. Kompletten le kell futni egy futamot? Egy fél futamot. Egy negyed futamot, bocsánat. 14 kör. Jó, hát... jó. Oké. Okay. Nézem, hogy van-e valami a settingsbe, ami kellhet nekem. Ja, semmit nem lehet állítani. Breaking point difficulty, hard, oké. Okay. Jó, erre voltam kíváncsi, oké. Okay. Na go! Nem nyomok setupot. Jó van ez. Na! Nincs felvezetőkör semmi? Nem úgy néz ki, hogy lenne. Jó. Jó sokat nem jöttünk előre. Valami nem jó, hogy gyerekek. A nevekkel. Az nem Nick de Vries, gyerekek. Van egy pár Williams logó, úgy látom. Mert 21-es volt a száma de Vriesnek. Jaj, basszki! Finish in the top 3. And the fastest lap. Okay. Huh?
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Mekkora lett volna egyébként a Breaking Point 1-jel kezdek megint egy. És akkor nyomtam volna egy 1-2-t. Az meg még a 21-es játék.
Okay, good work. Great pass. We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Szóval a harmadik helyig fel kell jönni. Az jó, akkor már csak 17 autót kell megelőzni. Na, már csak 16-ot.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
Minden körbe le kéne előzni, vagy két kocsit. Még Alfa Romeo volt. Úristen, de hosszúnak tűnik ez a Sauber-es steakes szenvedésben. Tényleg Alonso még Verstappennel vívott élet-halál harcot 23-ban, most meg 0 ponttal van 8 futam után, baszki. Nagyon durva ez az Aston Martin hasalás. Zúbátyánk nem 22-vel szakózott egy nagyon nagyot? Nem, ez nem 23-ban volt, nem, hanem 22-ben. 23-ban volt? Azért mondom, én 22-re emlékszem.
box this lap, push hard on the in-lap. Okay, gap ahead is 1.8 seconds.
Hanyadikok vagyunk? 13, jaj! Ez az Aiden, fogjad őket.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Bejövök. Ó.
And gap to the car in front is 2.6 seconds.
Én még elmegyek egy körre. Mindenkiben van úgyis.
Aiden's in the pits.
Az is bement. Nagy tömegnyomor lett volna ott.
The pit box is currently full. Stay out on track. Stay out.
Köszönöm szépen, jól vagyok. A Norrisville győzelemre. Meg csak akkor válaszolok, hogyha elárulod, hogy ki vagy és hány éves. Mert ha valaki az édesanyjának a utófiókját használja, az kb. Annyi idős lehet, mint amelyik most körbe járok. Na. Úgy van. Csapd le gyorsan. Azaz. Mehet. Go, 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 go. Úgy van. 8. 8.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Jó, 9. És mennyi finish in the top 5. Oké.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Széles volt a 4-es kanyar. Ja, értem. Oké, Zoli. Csak... Tudod, nem szoktam meg egyébként. Azt hittem, hogy valami troll, tudod.
Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 4.3 seconds.
Hát szerintem az a monakói nagy gyerekek tegnap az egy förtelem volt. Az, hogy ilyen szinten föl lehet tartani a mezőnyt, mert a csapattársam, hogy előnybe kerüljön, gyakorlatilag 4-5 kör alatt össze lehet szedni egy boxkiállásnyi erőnyt, aztán a végén meg ilyen 2 meg 3 körös hátrányokkal futnak be versenyzők. Nem tudom. Szerintem gusztustalan volt. Nem szívesen. Szerintem Alonso is örült, hogy szétrobbant inkább a motor. Ez nem versenyzés volt, gyerekek. Amit műveltek. Ez nem verseny. Én már láttam monakói futamot, ami izgalmas volt, meg jó volt. Csak az, hogy 20 évvel ezelőtt. Most itt lehet itt hadzsározni meg minden, gyerekek, de hogyha Lawson nem tartja fel ott a komplet mezőnyt mögötte. Ennyi. Na, megvan a leggyorsabb kör. Hát az még a top 5 se lesz meg.
5 laps of fuel remaining.
De szemét dolog. Ott megy Sainz. Előtte Hamilton. Na, Hamilton kéne még elkapnunk. És akkor megvan az objektív. Csak nem lesz ám egyszerű a fiatal nagy-britán pilótát megelőzni és megkerülni. Mint ahogy még Sainzit sem biztos, hogy elbírjuk kapni. Le van merülve a kocsi.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Oké. Megvan.
Good job. Nice overtake.
Kicsit erőszakosan, de meg lett.
Keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.9 seconds.
Hát itt már a harmadik hely nem lesz meg. Még Perez meg lesz, de Alonso biztos, hogy nem bírom elkapni. Valami elromlott, nem? Mi van? Ja, nem. Nem tölt az ers.
Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Kicsit erőszakos volt Sergio. Meg lesz-e vajon Alonso? Na, az utcsó körbe. Meg lesz.
Okay, you just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Nem kaptunk DRS-t. Gyűjtöm az erst. Jó lenne legalább ilyen 40-50%-ra feltölteni, de 18-on áll, hát semmi. Az még egy kis hőtyögésre se lesz elég. Majd nézem, inkább, jaj, felzárkózik Leclercre. Azért nem bírom megelőzni, mert borzasztó gyorsan megy. Nincs DRS. Pedig 8-10-re voltam. Miért nem adott DRS-t? Nem mintha sokat hozott volna. De ami jár, az jár. Na most! Én megnyomom. Nem érek vele semmit. Nyomom. Nem.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Az a baj, borzasztóan rákapcsolt bátyátok.
Well, I think we have to look at Connor Sport. For me, they've been the biggest surprise so far, and Butler, he's doing fantastically well.
Thing is, though, they've got to sustain that over the course of the whole season, and that is easier said than done. Certainly one Kasper Ackermann will be hoping that this season is better than his last. The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
Jaj. Kell-e jogosítvány ahhoz, hogy egy pilóta vezessen Forma 1-es autót? Hát úgynevezett szuperlicensz kell hozzá egyébként, Zoli. Na, interjú. Natalie Pinkman.
You must be happy with that performance.
You know, sometimes I wonder if anyone's been paying attention. You know, I've always been fast. Everyone saw the problems we had with the car last season. Everyone saw that. Now this season, I get to drive a car that works, and surprise, surprise, I smash it. It's not rocket science.
Well, you've had your share of run-ins in the past with teammate Aiden Jackson. Crucial question is that behind you? How do you feel about him right now?
Ah, listen, Aiden is the greatest F1 driver of all time. You ask him, he'll tell you. What, you think I've got an attitude problem? Aiden has got stealth ego, let me tell you. You don't know it's there, and then it emerges. He's a handful. Trust me.
Well, Connor Sport surprised everyone by appointing Kasper Ackermann as team principal this season. So how do you feel about taking orders from someone that you've got such a history with?
I think he's going to do a terrific job, you know? Mainly because he's got me on his team, so he can't go too far wrong. Now, I'm sure he's incredibly thankful to have me as a driver.
Well, you're embarking on a new year, but what would a successful season look like for you in 2023?
I'm making it my personal mission to make a success of Connor Sport, and by the end of the season, you're all going to be saying what a wonderful team we are and how great a season we've had. And if you're doing that, then I'll consider it a job well done.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Szerintem 2 Verstappen volt megint ott a háta mögött, de oké. Még mindig jobb, mint a fej nélküli Ricardók az előző részben.
Great race out there today, just in the highlights. Listen, I know we've had our run-ins and, well, last season was last season. A fresh start for the team. What do you say?
Huh, Jackson. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Bin's over there. Yeah. Nice one.
How about the season just gone?
The 2023 season was completely different for Connor Sport.
How so?
But the car, for one. We'd ironed out the most critical issues, and it was just starting to live up to its potential.
Can we talk about what happened with Devon?
Na, még mindig Devonnal vagyunk. Apa?
Yeah, what is it?
Now that's how a butler takes care of business.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Carrying the team, Devon, as well as the butler name. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, went well.
Well? I can't wait to hear what those clowns Ackermann and Connor have to say.
Yeah.
Hmm? You okay, Devon?
Jó köcsög apa egyébként.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm, just adrenaline, Dad. I really pushed it out there today, you know, I just need to simmer down a bit.
Of course you do. Let's talk later. I'll be in meetings, but call me whenever you like. I'm Proud of you, son. Let's just make sure today's result isn't just a one-off. Eh?
Yeah. All right. Ciao.
Valami van a csávóval egyébként. Valami gyíkja van, mert nagyon magában van roskadról. Megsüketült, vagy nem tudom. Kormánnyal kapcsolatos info ott van a stream leírásában, SIMTECH néven. Meg lehet találni. Na, Ausztrál nagydíj. Valahol a verseny közepén. Nem hal.
Here comes Butler. Good pace here down the straight. Into the corner we go. That's a little too late, and he nearly goes off the track on the exit. And is that a lapse in concentration?
I think just a little bit of desperate driving there, Crofty. He's pushing way too hard. I mean, there's nobody else around him at this stage.
Okay, Devon, we're going to have to ease off from the brakes. Brakes don't feel right. Okay, we'll have a look at it, but you're going to see a drop-off in performance, I'm afraid. What? Why? We've asked you to take it easy on the last lap, but pushing has made the issue even worse, so we're just going to have to live with it for now. What are you talking about? Listen, just do what you can, please, Devon. Come on.
Okay.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
Nie.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Gap to your teammate behind is 2.2 seconds. Keep on him, you might make a mistake. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.9 seconds.
De rossz a fék.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 3.2 seconds.
Hier mal Zoom. Na, még egy kör ezen kívül.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Megint jön Zsuzsi. Jaj! Még lesz egy kör.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Look, this isn't the first time we've seen Devon Butler go rogue, but the question is, what are Connor Sport going to do about it?
Well, it's really hard, as we've seen so many times before, Crofty, in the past. So hard to control your drivers. In a way, they're their own entity, but on the top of it, they're working for the team, and that's what you want. It's a very hard situation to manage.
And working for the team, Kasper Ackermann wanted to make a clean break for this year. This does feel, though, that it's something that they might have had to have dealt with last season.
It's really not what they wanted. A repeat of what happened in the past, and you cannot let it go on. It can't continue. They're just damaging the reputation of the team and their own reputation as well. They have to sort it out. I'm sure they'll be having words.
So it's all changed here in Australia, and as the teams acclimatised to their new standings, so will we. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Now, Devon, you didn't respond to a team order today. In Hungary last season, you said it was a comms issue, but Connor Sport claimed they didn't know what that issue was. So, are they hiding something? What's really going on here?
Okay, what's really going on is there are technical issues at Connor Sport. Now, we're not hiding anything. It's no secret we've struggled with these kind of issues. The comms went down again, and we've got to sort it out. That's all.
Devon, you finished the race with a compromised car today. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was tough out there. I mean, I love this track. You know I can do well here, and it's frustrating to deal with anything that slows me down. You know, I didn't like it, and the team didn't like it.
Now, some have been saying that you do get preferential treatment because your father funds the team. What do you say to those allegations?
That always strikes me as really odd, like as if the only reason that I'm fast on the track is because my dad funds the team. You know, how is that an explanation? It's ridiculous.
So how do you expect Connor Sport to perform this season based on your performance so far?
Actually, I'm sorry to say the team's got a serious problem, and its name is Aiden Jackson. And I'm afraid to say he is the slowest driver on the grid. So there's only so good a season you can have with something like that going on. But you know what? We're going to try our best. No. No, seriously. I'm teasing. But come on, Aiden, come on. What's going on, mate?
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Két Alonso. Túl.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Semmiféle rádiós probléma nem volt. Csapatfőnök.
You nip this in the bud, Cass. Do you hear me?
Andrea.
Butler, what was that out there today? I will not have a return to last season. We are a team. He cannot be allowed to do just what he wants.
Just calm down. I have it under control.
Well, this is Devon we're talking about. There is no control. He nearly lost the car, Casper.
But he didn't. You know what it gets like out there. I'm sure there's an explanation.
Or an excuse.
And we'll find out. I'll be racing it at the debrief, okay? So I'll report back to you.
Okay, hang on. Look, I've got to go. I've got Davidoff on the other line.
Of course you have. Enjoy. No, it's a big deal when one of your drivers decides to do their own thing. So I called him out on it at the next team meeting.
And what was Devon's reaction?
Well, he denied the whole thing. You know, blamed it on a comms fail.
Which I thought was strange. The same thing happened the year before when I was principal, and he gave the exact same excuse.
Néhány héttel később. Emil román nyelv nagy díj.
Yeah? You wanted to see me?
Ah, there he is. You're a difficult man to pin down. Right, I'll cut right to the chase, Devon. Tell me what's happening.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's not just disregarding team orders. Paddock talks. People are saying you've been distracted, that you're ignoring them completely. Now, my job is to make sure the team works smoothly, like clockwork, so I'm just trying to work out what's going on.
I told you, check the comms.
Yeah, the comms are fine, Devon. We checked. What's going on?
Nothing.
Just cut that out. Show me some respect now.
Okay. I heard the order. All right? You happy?
Why ignore it?
I'm feeling it, Cass. The pressure. Paddock gossip these last couple of months.
Oh, come on. You're Devon Butler. You are the paddock gossip.
You've heard what they're saying, right? You've seen what they're writing. Driving on Daddy's money. It's making me second guess myself.
Okay. We can work through that. Start changing the team narrative.
Absolutely.
But in the meantime, I'd like you to see someone from the medical team. Just to be sure. I've booked you in for this afternoon.
Cass. Look, I've got a race to prep for, okay? I need my head in the game. I'm fine.
I get that.
Nem akar menni orvosi kivizsgálásra.
But I want you to see them straight after the race. Understood?
Yeah. Fine.
Azzal a szövege, hogy neki fel kell készülnie. Jimmy Broadbent. Aha, in the Clifton medical confirmation. Aha, after the race you need to see, aha. Ez futam után vizsgálat lesz. Na. Nem süketül, megy el a hallása. 7 kör van hátra.
Devon, is everything all right? Fine. Just leave me to it, yeah?
Finish the race. Ennyi az egész. És 16. helyen kullog.
gap to the car in front is 2.1 seconds. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. Gap to your teammate ahead is 13.7 seconds.
Szóval csak be kell fejezni a futamot. Még 5 kör. Még 4 kör. Látom, Merci 1-2 lesz. Nem hallja. Ennyit hall. Úgy be is szédül.
Devon Butler now. Oh, that's not good! Oh no! Devon Butler spins! He's out!
Just misjudges it and clips the curb. What a mess!
Devon Butler, with that move, is out of the race. He won't want to see that too many times. We want to see him out of the car though. That's good news.
Big relief there.
Ilyen miért nincsen karrier, hogy látod kiszállni akkor.
Thumbs up to the crowd, but I'd imagine after that he'll be quite shaken.
Még egy pár pályabíróra mehetett volna.
Hey.
I'm done, Casper. I'm done.
It's okay. It's okay. It was his hearing. He'd been keeping it from us. I think maybe he'd been trying to keep it from himself. I mean, he was at the height of his career. Yeah, what can you say?
How did you feel?
I was devastated. But, 5 years in F1. Can't argue with that. I mean, most people never even get the chance, so. And I was still one of the best while I was out there. You ask anyone.
How did you feel when Devon left?
How did I feel?
Néhány héttel később. Butler rezidencia?
But if we are going to hit our targets, we need another driver. A permanent one. And fast.
But we are mid-season. It's impossible.
So, given the circumstances, do you think you can grant us a bit of leeway on the contract?
I have the projections. If Connorsport doesn't reach 5th place in the Constructors this season, the returns simply aren't worth my time. That was always the deal. And it still is.
But with a little extra time, perhaps we...
Stop!
The deal stands. And without Devon driving, there's now little of interest for me beyond the contract. It's just business.
There must be something we can do.
So, legacy is obviously important to you, Davidoff. As a father, I totally get that. So if Devon, your son, can't drive, how about your daughter? Why don't we give the seat to Callie?
No. California will not be signed to Connorsport.
Why not? Just think of the commercial opportunities for the team that signs her, Forget legacy. Oh, you'd be making history.
And you'd be giving a phenomenal talent her first break into F1. It's the right thing to do. Come on, you know she deserves it.
The daughter, who took her mother's name to spite me.
Nem tetszik neki az anyja nevényvel versenyzett.
I should never say yes.
Why don't you leave that to me?
Úgysem mondana igent. Ez hagyd rám.
Contract still stands, Ackerman. 5th place, or I'm out next season.
Vagy konstruktőr jöttedik, vagy kilép. Egyszerre csak egy probléma. spanyol nagydíj. Na?
Hey, we need your input on this one.
What happened with Demon? No.
Andrea.
Have you spoken to her yet?
Yes, we've spoken.
And what did you say?
She'll be around this weekend. She agreed to come and see me.
You mean you haven't asked her yet?
Of course not. It's a delicate situation. I'm sure she has an idea, but... look, it's not just something you casually ask over the phone, is it?
Why not?
Come on. This is potentially life-changing for her. And the whole family situation needs to be handled with a little, care and respect.
Well, you're the one that knows her. Just make sure she says yes and fast. I'm finding it difficult to keep fielding questions about the future of Konesport.
Yeah, I read part of that interview. Could almost feel you squirm.
That bad, huh?
Worse. Look, I'll call you as soon as I know.
Sejti, hogy ülés kaphat. De mi nincs bejelentve.
I don't think we're in for a quiet one today. It's race day here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. It's an updated track at Catalunya, and we welcome the removal of the chicane in the final sector, shortening lap times and reducing the total running to 2.9 miles and 14 turns. This was actually the original setup for the track, and it hasn't been used since 2007. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Russell, Norris, Hamilton, Gasly, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Joe, Sargent, Bottas, Magnussen, Ocon, Hulkenberg, De Vries, Jackson, Stroll, Albon, and Noah Bell. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway.
Welcome
to the wonderful Catalunya. It's time for the Spanish Grand Prix this weekend, and whilst the season is just a few races old, it's already been one full of drama. So, Natalie Pinkham, who have you got your eye on this weekend?
Well, in Formula One, naturally, the conversation is drawn towards those at the top of the standings, both drivers and teams. But I'm really intrigued by the midfield team of Konesport. Devon Butler's absence will definitely be felt. There's no doubt about that, both on and off the track. For me, the interesting thing will be how they move forward without him.
Indeed, almost as many battles off the track as there are on it for Konesport at the moment. And Kasper Ackermann and his team certainly have their work cut out for them this weekend.
I know it's been a mad few weeks, mate, but you've always gone well here, so let's get your head down and see what we can do. Come on.
Tizenhét kör. Mehet. Try and secure as many points as possible. Finish top 12. A pontszerző helyre fel kéne jönni. Hoppá! Felakadtunk Cunodába.
Nice move, good job. Okay, DRS is now available.
Jaj! Zoom! És Esteban Ocon. Pár pontot jó lenne szerezni.
Okay, you're in the top 10. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 7.8 seconds.
9. körbe bejövünk. Közben gyerekek elfogadták a izét, az új tagságokat, úgyhogy most már szétnézhettek, hogy milyen új csatornatagságok vannak. Vannak újak, kisebbek, nagyobbak, úgyhogy mindenki válogathat magának megfelelő. Attól függ, hogy havonta mire akar meghívni, ez most már megteheti. Csak most jutott eszembe, hogy stream előtt jött a értesítő, mert hogy ezt is megvizsgálják egyébként.
Cars coming up ahead of you. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
A kakós csiga szín. Zolika. Köszönöm szépen. Ez a legaranyosabb. Van kakós csiga, kávé, pizza, és igaz, azt hiszem a fullos, vagy valahogy így van, azt hiszem. Ja, kocsmatúra is van, tényleg. Hetedik. És akkor így már az 59. hónap, ugye? Na, ennyi Zolika. Nem veszett el. Nem vészel. A kakóscsig a gyerekek az havi 200 forint. Szerintem ez a legjobb egyébként. Ebből lennénk gyerekek, vagy 200-an. Nehogy Isten 1000-en. Akkor hamar felfejlődnének itt a dolgok.
Okay, we want you to pit this lap, so push now, push.
Push. Ebbe a körben.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Kettő 8, hát nem éppen a leggyorsabb volt.
See these tires through to the end now.
Tizennegyedik hely. Még van 7 kör. Tehát akkor van kakós csiga, kávé, jaj, sör, kocsmatúra, meg a full. Jó, oké. Tehát 6 szint van. Nem tudom, mert már jó pár napja csináltam, azt elfelejtettem, hogy milyen neveket adtam.
Right, Noah's coming in for his stop now. Okay, gap ahead is 2.6 seconds.
Na, 7. hely.
Car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. Verstappen's just put up the fastest lap of the race so far. Gap to your teammate behind is 21.3 seconds.
Még 5 kör. Gyerünk, gyerünk, gyerünk.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Jó lenne egy dobogó. Még Leclerc meg Perez meg kéne, hogy legyen. A csapattársunk meg full utolsó. Akit csak úgy beültettek. Mondjuk onnan is indul.
Just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Pisztáciás croissant. Az biztos érdekes lehet. Múltkor ettem, azt hiszem a Pennybe volt pisztáciás csigát. Az is érdekes volt.
Okay, keep the car ahead on the pressure. They might make a mistake. Gap is only 2 seconds now.
Na, még 2 kör. Hát nem lesz meg lehet a dobogó. Vagy tudjátok, mit akarok még majd megkóstolni? Ezt a Schönströminget, vagy mi a tökömet. Ezt a rohasztott heringet. De arról videót is csinálnék.
pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 28.6 seconds.
Kipróbáljuk, megnézzük. Azért mondom, majd most azért is nyomtam ezeket az új tagságokat, hogy most majd tervezek ilyen, ami nem gameplay, tudjátok, videókat is. És abban szerepel ilyen hülyeség is.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Jól elhasználódnak a gumik.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Elfogyott az összes ers. Jaj! Milyen edzős videó? Nem lesz edzős videó. Vezetős vlog se lesz. Gyúrós. Vásárlós videó? Az még akár lehet is. Hát ez ennyi volt, nem bírtam perezékkel.
Right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Mit vettem be?
So it's Aiden Jackson propping up Connor Sport here today, but the big news off the track is the speculation about this team and whether or not they'll see out the season with their current lineup.
Well, I think they'll have to sign a new driver, Crofty. It's a gamble worth taking.
Well, a mid-season signing would get us all talking, I'm sure, but time will tell. Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
Semmilyen közönség nincs lent. Egy csapattag sincs, üres az egész pedok. F25 live zabálás közben.
Well, Sport are in a bit of an odd situation right now. So, just tell me, what is it like for you today?
Yeah. Well, you know, that side of things, that's not really my job. I wish Devon well, but it doesn't really matter to me who the other driver is, so I'm out there to drive the car as best as I can, and that's all there is to it. Everything else is for Casper and the team to worry about.
Most importantly, how is Devon? And how are you finding it without your teammate?
I honestly never thought I'd say this, but I do miss him. He brought a lot of energy to the team, and it feels odd not to have him around right now. For the record, I'm not saying I like him. He'd never let me hear the end of it. But he's missed at Connor Sport. That's for sure.
Well, there's a lot of talk about what happens if Devon doesn't return. Would Connor Sport be looking for a new driver, do you think?
It's not for me to say, but I think it could be a real opportunity for the team to make an exciting signing. There's a lot of talent out there hungry for a shot in F1, and Connor Sport could find themselves in the perfect position to offer them one.
Thank you so much for your time.
Két Russell. Főnök. Gondolom jön a telefon. New driver for Azerbaijan. Aha, Aiden.
Hey, Casper, you wanted to speak to me?
Yes, I did.
Shoot.
Nothing major, really. To be honest, I just wanted to thank you.
Oh. What for? I'm, just doing my job.
No, it's more than that. Well, I know why you stayed on the team. And, well, I won't lie to you, it's not been easy.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Yeah, but you really stepped up. It's good for me to know that I've got someone like you to rely on.
Always.
Yeah. Look, Aiden, I'll warn you, things may not get any easier, at least not for a while, but, well, we've got something in the pipeline, a potential new driver, and a damn good one.
Who is it?
I can't say, not yet. It's a bit of a gamble, but if they agree, we could have something special.
Nice. And, how is Devon?
Fine. I think... I'm not sure. I mean, Davidoff has closed the door on that one, but... Yeah, he tells me Devon is in a good place, though.
Oh, that's good, that's good.
Just keep doing what you're doing, okay? And now, just get out of here.
Of course. I'll catch you later, Casper.
Na megint mivel jöttél?
Hey boss, got a couple of minutes?
Sim racing opportunity? Királyak.
Why are you hesitating? You've always dreamt of racing in F1.
Not like this. Do you know what he did?
Oh, your father?
He refused to support me. Said he'd only fund one of his children. Said Devon had better prospects.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Mum used the divorce settlement to help me out, but... And you're only here because he sent you.
No. This was my idea, my decision. And this is me asking you, Callie, not your father. We need a replacement, and I ask for you because I know how good you are. And that's the truth.
I always said I'd do it on my terms, not his.
I'll look out for you. Just like I did in F2.
Will you keep him away from me?
I'll do everything in my power. Everything. To make sure that all you have to think about is driving. Have we got a deal? You might never get this opportunity again. You know that.
Miért nincs ilyen grafikája a játéknak, baszki? Miért nem lehet az egészet így megcsinálni? Az egész mindenséget. Azerbaijan. Na itt már Kellyvel leszünk?
Could you take a look at this, please?
Befektetési lehetőség. Csapatba. London Sport aláírt Kelly Mayer, aki a testvérét váltja.
Davidoff. They stopped me entering the garage just because Callie's in there.
It's ridiculous.
We've had this conversation. You need to give her space.
I'll humour you for now, but I don't like being told where I can and can't go around here. Don't forget, you talked me into this.
What does that mean? Talked you into what?
Signing Callie in the first place. I'm just allowing you to take credit for it, that's all.
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to blame me.
Well, if you're right about it, there'll be no blame to allocate, will there?
Anything else?
You're a busy man. I'll let you go.
Lesz egy pár interjú a csajnak. Vakufejüsködés.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
History is made here today as Callie Mayer, Connor Sport's latest signing, becomes the first female driver of the modern era to participate in an F1 race.
What a moment! I've got goosebumps. Now, for those of you wondering at home, only a handful of women have entered at least one Grand Prix over the years, but none have even had the opportunity to qualify since 1992. Italy's Giovanna Amati, for those of you wondering. So today is very much a new dawn here in Baku.
And Mayer was impressive in qualifying, so let's see what the Grand Prix has in store for her.
Yeah, I have to say, it is quite a tight-knit pack out there. Fierce competition all round. I really wouldn't want to call this one.
Indeed. We've seen some brilliant driving here today, especially from young Callie Mayer. She seems to have made the transition to F1 as if she was born for it.
No.
Okay, Callie, really good start. Keep it up.
I'm not finished yet.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Nie. Hát az ilyen. A 8. körig el kell kapni Jackson.
Here comes Callie Mayer, closing in on her teammates.
She's practically on top of me. Aiden, calm down. You're on different strategies. Just let Callie pass. Okay, Callie. Aiden's going to let you pass at the next corner. Let's go. Copy.
Will Mayer get past her teammate now? Here she comes. But there's contact. Contact between the two Connor Sport drivers. Jackson's out. He gets the worst of it. Mayer's clear.
Oh, Jackson's damage looks bad. I think you're right, Crofty. His race is over.
Mayer seemed to catch Jackson unawares, though. I'm not sure why.
What was that? Why didn't she wait for me to move over on the exit? Okay, Aiden, are you all right? It's just another butler.
Just another butler. Finish top 10.
I thought he was letting me through.
Yeah, I know, Callie. I'm sorry about that, but it's happened now. It's over. Let's get your head down and focus. Come on, we'll talk about it later.
Copy.
Vagy később megbeszéljük, az head down van.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Finish top 10 vagy top 8? Én a Microsoft stúdiónak adnám a jogot, akik most a Forza Motorsportot rendbe rakták. De akiknél na, szóval... Akkor Turn 10. Microsoft. Én is odaadnám. Így, hogy most játszottam a Forzával. Hát... Lehet megjelenéskor tényleg egy rakott szar volt, de nagyon jól kikupálták. Ott megnéznék egy Forma 1-et nagyon szívesen. Klasszikus évados DLC-kkel együtt. Ez kiszakad a motor.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Car ahead's losing 2 seconds a lap to you. Good job.
Na, még 3 kéne.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Na, még 2 kör.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
Hát még szinte elengedett.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining now. Final lap. Push, push. Our gap behind is 2.2 seconds. 0.
Mi van zero? Mi ez a nulla? Beakadt a rádió. Zero. Az ott marad beakadva most már. Zero. Még ez is ott marad? Az is ott, ezt se tudom elváltani. Ott bebagolt akkor. Semmit nem tudok nyomni. Jó, hogy az utolsó kör. Zero. Semmit nem tudok nyomni, bármit nyomkodok, semmit nem csinál. Kommunikációs hiba. Devon megmondta. Na, zero.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
6. hely. Jó az.
Well, in spite of the drama amongst those at the top of the standings, so much of the discussion today has centred around Connor Sport.
Absolutely. A bittersweet race for them today. One historic debut, one DNF. I mean, you couldn't write it.
And talking of that debut, what did you make of Callie Mayer's first ever start?
Well, I am so excited to see Callie racing in F1.
Elsőre jó kikúrta a saját csapattársát Kelly, de hát ez jó van, ez első futamon, azt megöli a csapattárst. History nagyon.
Callie Mayer is one that we'll be watching with a lot of interest for many years to come.
Jó az neki.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari.
Micsoda mérnököt küldtek fel a dobogóra a Ferrari-tól. Meg se kérdezem.
And do you feel extra pressure at Connor Sport? It must be difficult with your dad looking over your shoulder.
Look, it's F1. It's not possible for me to feel any more pressure than I already do. So no, it's not an issue.
Callie, have you felt any pushback from anyone in the F1 world, just with you being the first female driver in the sport?
No, everyone's been amazing. And I'm not the first, I'm just the latest.
How's your brother? Are you really just keeping his seat warm?
You'd have to ask him that. But he is getting the help that he needs. And no, I have no intention of giving up this seat.
What happened out there between you and Aiden today?
It's just a mix-up. I thought he was letting me through on the entry, but he clearly had other ideas.
We spoke to him earlier, and he said it was deliberate on your part. Any comment on that?
It was just a misunderstanding.
You've always gone by Mayer, and now you're in a team financed by your father, driving in your brother's seat. Would you go back to the Butler name?
Should have expected it, right?
I thought you did.
That's not what I mean. I'm a woman, I get it. I'm happy to talk about it.
Then what is it?
Well, it's always the same, isn't it? So you're a woman, and then every question about Dad, about Devon, about the Butler name.
just forget about it.
Oh, I can never get away from it, can I? The only question about the race was about Aiden.
Well, you know, maybe if we'd let it run a little longer, there would have been...
Casper? Don't defend them.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry.
Look, it's fine. I'll be faster next time.
The incident at Baku, do you think she did it on purpose?
She did do it on purpose. Yeah. Check the footage.
So you didn't warm to her?
We weren't the best of friends, no.
Na. Kisjánynál vagyunk. Day of Drama. Evelyn! VR-os háttérképpel.
Hey, Mum.
Callie, I couldn't be prouder, darling. Well done.
Oh, thanks, Mum. It was a good race. Felt great out there.
Oh, it was a good race.
Oh, no, what is it?
What do you mean, what is it? What's what?
I can hear it in your voice, Mum. It was a good race.
No, it's nothing.
Go on.
No, it's just that... You didn't do it on purpose, did you? When you clipped poor Aiden.
I can't believe you're even asking me. Did you really raise your daughter to behave like that?
Well, I'm really not sure.
It was an accident, Mum.
Anya is megmondta, kiküldte Aident rákba.
Of course it was. Bye, darling. Lots of love.
Jó, inkább gyorsan ragd le. Gyorsan ragd le, mert itten bajok lesznek. Itt azt mondja, Jackson hibája volt. Uff, DNF Aiden Jackson. Email. Interview request. Ebéd. Anyával. Meetings today. Hát kis méretkőzés még, hogy beférjen a kocsikba. British Grand Prix.
Hey boss, got another one for you.
Team interview. Kelly refusing to attend to David of Sutton, who should handle this support compromise post. Jó, miért? Lucas Webber, former F1 driver, currently journalist, has been touched. Peace, team peace. Oh, lesz az. Konnosport vs. Konnosport, aha. Ajaj. Csapatfőnök.
Andrea?
You seen this latest article doing the rounds today? 3 weeks later and the press are still going with narrative of the rivalry at Connorsport. Still!
They just need an angle for Silverstone. Paid no attention.
But they're right, aren't they? It's not like Callie and Aiden are suddenly treating each other like teammates.
They just need time. It took me a while to warm to Aiden back in the day.
Well, that's because you were a grumpy old man.
Yeah, Well, some things never change, I guess.
Ha! Now you're just grumpier and older. I'll leave you to it. Ciao.
Bye.
Na, nem szól bele az öreg. Helyes. Na, viszont mi beleszólunk itt a dolgokba. Majd innen fogjuk folytatni, ugye angol nagy díjtól. Nem azt mondom, hogy ez a szezon fele, de majdnem. Úgyhogy nyomjuk majd tovább szépen a Breaking Pointot. Holnap pedig akkor... Holnap akkor leteszteljük a F1.25-öt. Minden szempontból. Jó, úgyhogy... Ja. Felkészülünk akkor a holnapi F1.25-re. Aztán szerda, csütörtök meg maraton. Maraton? Hát egy 8 órás, 2x8 órás stream. Lenyomjuk. Holnap fél 8 és 8 óra között már szeretnék itt lenni, úgyhogy 6-ig melózok, mire hazavergődök, minden, kajálni kéne minden, úgyhogy ja, lesz fél 8. Úgyhogy ennyi. Na, köszönöm szépen skacok, hogy itt voltatok, ha tetszett mehet a like. Csatornatagságokat akkor mindenki nyugodtan nézze meg, aki gondolja, csapja meg. Aztán legyünk minél többen. Nyomassuk, nyomjuk tovább. Kitartás mindenkinek, jó éjszakát, holnap találkozunk. Sziasztok!